When last we saw the Bella Vista girls basketball team here on BV Live Sports, they lost a heartbreaker in overtime to Nevada Union. From there, they went on to the Placer tournament and struggled throughout, losing 3 games. Tonight, they look to bounce back against a strong 12 Bridges team that comes into the game at 4-0 this season, and they made the section playoffs last year. For Bella Vista, the mantra has been to protect the ball and rebound strong, also to beat the press. Ava Jensen leads the way in rebounding, and she took to all-tournament honors as one of the members of the all-tournament team in the Placer tournament this past weekend. She does lead the team in rebound and in scoring. But this is an area where BV shines rebounding-wise with the likes of Marissa Plate, Cora Patterson, Emma Givens, and the sophomore Bridget Nielsen has also been strong on the rebounds early on this season. It'll be a tough task tonight as 12 Bridges features one of the best players in the section, Addison Carpenter, a junior who has been the leading scorer and rebounder for the varsity team since her freshman year. Nearly 18 points and 10 rebounds a game this year, nearly 10 points and nearly 9 rebounds per game last year. Can Bella Vista use its height and rebounding strength, or will the Raging Rhinos of 12 Bridges remain undefeated? We will find out next right here on BV Live Sports. Hello, everybody. George Thorolson with you. Welcome to Bella Vista High School. My broadcast partner, Scott Hackman, not able to be here this evening. Some family things going on, so we'll still bring you this action tonight as the Broncos get set to take on this undefeated 12 Bridges team. One of the things that we know about 12 Bridges is, like other teams have done to Bella Vista, they will press. And like other teams have done to Bella Vista, they will also take the three-point shot. They launch about 19 three-point shots per game, and so that's one of the things that Bella Vista coach Carrie Masters wanted to make her team aware of, is that they are going to take the threes, so we got to defend the threes. And so that's going to be one of the key things for them. If you were with us last Tuesday when the Broncos lost that game to Nevada Union, they had a 14-point lead at halftime. That disappeared by the end of the fourth quarter. A big three-point shot late by Sarah DeMucha helped Bella Vista secure a tie, and we went into overtime. Bella Vista built a 7-point lead, and then that evaporated, and Nevada Union ultimately won the game. The key to Nevada Union's success a week ago was the press. Bella Vista had a difficult time handling it, and they're going to have to get better, whether it's 12 Bridges tonight or other teams in the future. One of the things Carrie Masters told us before the game is the scouting report is out on Bella Vista. They struggle against the press, and so what's going to happen? Other teams are going to press. What does Bella Vista need to do? They need to beat the press. And actually, they got pressed quite a bit in the Placer tournament over the weekend. And what Coach Masters was telling us is that at one point they were looking and found some small victories in those games, despite losing all 3 of their games this past weekend. There were times where they were able to beat the press, and so they were. You go back, you look at what worked well on that particular night. And if that's, maybe you use that again here tonight. We have about 4 minutes to go as the teams are warming up right now. The Raging Rhinos of 12 Bridges to our right and Bella Vista to the left. There is a look at the Raging Rhinos in their black uniforms and green trim. The Bella Vista Broncos, they're in their home whites. You see the shooting shirts that they are using. And yes, of course, we will keep you up to date with the shoe game tonight. Who's doing what? So lots of interesting combinations on the floor for both teams. So it's a traditional part of our broadcast. And if Scott Hackman is watching, he's laughing right now. So anyway, looking forward to the game. Just to introduce you a little bit more to the Raging Rhinos of 12 Bridges. They are from Lincoln, and they have one of the best players, as we mentioned in our opening remarks, one of the best players in the section, and in fact, of all teams in the Foothill Valley League, Addison Carpenter, a 5'7" junior, leads all scorers this year with 17.8 points per game, and she was right around 10 points per game as the leading scorer for 12 Bridges on varsity as both a freshman and a sophomore as well. So if the Broncos and 12 Bridges wind up playing again next year, well, Addison Carpenter's going to be part of that then too. Looking forward to watching her play as she is averaging nearly a double-double in points and rebounds this season, and again has been doing that pretty much her entire 3-year high school varsity basketball career. Another name to listen for is Aram Sneef. She's the second leading scorer at 10 points per game. She had 21 points versus Rio on December 4th. The four others that are returning from last year, 3 juniors and a sophomore that saw a good amount of playing time, they will look to contribute more. This roster has 14 players on it, and you complete it with 3 more juniors and a sophomore who move up from the JV squad last year. The varsity team for 12 Bridges finished 17-9 last season. They were 8-4, which was good enough for second place in the Foothill Valley League, and they made the Sac Joaquin section playoffs in the Division III level, losing to the Lincoln Zebras 40-27. Ironically, Lincoln was the team that beat Bella Vista in the final round of the Placer tournament this past weekend. That was a tough tournament for them, but Carrie Masters, the head coach at Bella Vista, wanted to make sure that the team had the team knows who they're going to wind up, or the idea is to play tough teams now. Get a feel for where you want to be and what it will take to get there, and also learn some things along the way, like how to beat the press against a really good team. So that's what we're going to be looking out for here tonight. We'll see what everybody brings to the table tonight, and we'll get ready to get this one going. So we are just about ready to go. We'll have the national anthem and the introduction of the starting lineup in just a few moments, as we are just about ready to get this one underway. So hope you enjoy all the action tonight here on BV Live Sports. Our next girls game after this will be on Monday, December 22nd, right before Christmas. Bella Vista will take on West Park. So that will be a 7:20 broadcast time and a 7:30 tip-off. That'll be our final broadcast of 2025. And then we're going to get 2026 started off real quick on January 2nd. That's another girls' game as well, and we'll talk more about that as we get close to those dates happening. So we are going to have the national anthem here in just a few minutes. It looks like maybe there might be some technical things that need to be worked out before we get the national anthem ready and get our introductions going. So bear with us here. It looks like maybe they've got it. And we will get ready to eavesdrop on the opening ceremonies, so to speak, for the game tonight. And then we'll get this one underway. Okay, now I hear something now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Bella Vista High School for the showdown between the Raging Rhinos of 12 Bridges and your Bella Vista Broncos. We invite you now to stand with us to honor our nation by standing for the national anthem. And now for the starting lineups. First for 12 Bridges, number 4, Maisie Dennis. Number 11, Maddie Lemus. Number 23, Aram Sneef. Number 32, Kate Taylor. And number 35, Addison Carpenter. The Rhinos are coached by Charlie Killorn. And now for the Broncos. Number 1, Sarah Nabucha. Number 2, Lila Ortega. Number 3, Jada Belleberg. Number 5, Cora Patterson. And number 32, Ava Jensen. The Broncos are coached by Kerry Masters. Let's have a great evening.
I think that's a fabulous idea. Let's have a great evening of basketball. Who knows, maybe we'll go to overtime again tonight like we did a week ago. We'll see what happens. One of the things we didn't get to yet in our opening remarks, the Broncos have been dealing with some injuries and some illnesses, and so hopefully they'll be able to overcome those. We will be talking about that more as this evening works its way through the game tonight. So thank you for joining us for all the action. Glad you could join us. George Tharlson with you, our crew. Tonight we have JT Stewart on the production side of things, and we have Paige Hatfield on the camera. So we're glad to have you along, and it's time to play basketball. A couple of number 32s stepping in. That's Kate Taylor and Ava Jensen. And the Broncos control the tip. We are underway here at Bella Vista High School. There's Patterson. Patterson immediately double teamed. Broncos moving the ball quickly against them, and that's a 3-2 zone. Here's Jensen looking for Patterson. Patterson will muscle up the shot, put it down. And the Broncos with the first 2 points of the game. Here come the Raging Rhinos real quick. That's Addison Carpenter. Ball is deflected out of bounds, and it will stay with 12 Bridges. We expect Addison Carpenter to touch the ball a lot, and look at that. There she gets it again. Another forced miss. Broncos with the rebound. Ortega. Addison runs into some trouble. In fact, there's Addison Carpenter right there. She's everywhere. Forces the steal. Raging Rhinos in possession. That's Sneef. Dennis. Dennis, a long three-point shot. They will take a lot of those. Patterson with the rebound. Here come the Broncos. Jensen. Jensen dumps it to Ortega, cutting to the baseline. Taylor the rebound for the Raging Rhinos. We've got a foul that's going to be called, or just ball out of bounds. Here come the Raging Rhinos. This is Dennis. Carpenter. Quick pass looking for Taylor. Can't get it to her. Broncos force another turnover. Turnovers killed the Broncos a week ago and also in the tournament, but they're the ones forcing the turnovers now. Right through the hands of Ava Jensen, just as we were talking about it. Broncos turn this one over. We have a substitution coming in for the Raging Rhinos, and it's somebody that I don't have on my roster. So how about that? We'll try and figure this out. Bounce pass to Carpenter, underneath it. Shot is blocked by Belleberg. Carpenter gets it back and puts it up and in for her first 2 points of the game. Carpenter averaging nearly 18 points per contest this year. Jensen comes back with it. Ball deflected by Dennis out of bounds. It will stay with Bella Vista. Ortega controls this one. DeMucha's open, three-point shot with the left hand. Patterson the rebound. Patterson will force one up. Jensen gets the rebound. Her putback doesn't go. Jensen muscles that one away. Another shot won't go. Ball out of bounds. It will go to 12 Bridges. Broncos putting up some pressure. Maisie Dennis. Sneef, long baseball pass comes over to the right side. Pass there is intercepted by Jensen, and a foul. They have a number 00 for the Raging Rhinos, but she's not on my roster. We'll double check when we get a chance. Pass intended for Patterson. That one's taken away. Here come the Raging Rhinos. That's Sneef that drives in and gets her first 2 points of the game and the first lead for 12 Bridges. Broncos scored first right away. We've gone about a couple of minutes now and they haven't scored. Loose ball. The Broncos may control this. It'll go to, they will on the out of bounds. Conversation at the scorer's table right now. Think it has to do possibly with the shot clock, yes. Because it was sitting at 30, but Bella Vista didn't truly lose possession, so there was no reset there. Here's Sarah DeMucha. Jensen will drive to the free throw line, closed off there. 12 Bridges knows that she can score. Here's Patterson. She got the first 2 points of the game for Bella Vista. Here's DeMucha, drives to the baseline. Patterson underneath gets the rebound. Loops it back out to Ortega. Here's DeMucha, thought about the three, steps inside, looks to drive, and forces up a shot, and it drops in. Aggressiveness on the part of Sarah DeMucha. She willed that 2 points. We're back to a tie ball game. Broncos looking to trap, and we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get some contact here by Bella Vista. That's Jada Belleberg called for the foul. That is her second team foul on Bella Vista. This is Maddie Lemus. She'll drive into the lane and draw a foul. Maddie Lemus to the free throw line. 11 of 17 from the line going into this game. That's good for 65%. She just improved that percentage. 12 of 18 now with that free throw. Broncos control the rebound on the miss. Here's Ortega. Jensen double teamed at the high post, splits the double team, runs up with a jumper. That one doesn't go. Jensen fighting for that rebound, loose on the ground, and Carpenter picks it up. Nice job holding the pivot foot by Addison Carpenter. There's a long three-point shot by Lemus. That won't go, and the ball deflected out of bounds by the Broncos. It will stay with 12 Bridges. There's Lemus. Lemus scooped to the hoop, but draws a foul. She got her wrist slapped. And that goes against Ava Jensen for her first. Broncos are going to take a timeout here with 3:45 to go in the opening quarter. And it's a 5-4 12 Bridges lead. Broncos got the first points of the game, but they just recently got another deuce by Sarah DeMucha, but about 3 or 4 minutes went by between those two baskets, so a little bit rough there for Bella Vista, but their defense is holding strong and keeping things close and keeping 12 Bridges kind of off the board too, as they've missed a few shots as well. Looking at some of the other numbers already, Cora Patterson already has 4 rebounds tonight, and that's very impressive for her. Marissa Plate is into the game, as is Kylie Mullen-Ross. Mullen-Ross is going to be limited tonight as Lemus makes the free throw. Kylie has a bruised heel, did not play in the tournament over the weekend at Placer. So she may get 10 minutes tonight. Lemus gets one of the free throws, or gets both of them, sorry. And it's a 3-point lead for 12 Bridges. Raging Rhinos 4-0 coming into this game. The Broncos are 1-5. Here's Ortega. Ortega will launch a 3. And Sneef controls the rebound for the Raging Rhinos. Lemus is open for a 3. My goodness. Can't leave her open like that. She's up to 6 points on the night. Again, we talked about it at the very beginning of the broadcast. This is a team that likes to shoot the threes, and they're not afraid to, and they now have a 6-point lead. Possession now goes to 12 Bridges. Here's Sneef. Into the corner. Here's Lemus once again. That shot deflected away. Loose ball. Lemus comes up with it and gets the deuce. She's just right there, all over the place. And you know, when you don't give up, even when you have a shot missed or even blocked, you're always around the ball. Good things are going to happen, and that is exactly what happened for Maddie Lemus. Broncos now down 8. Need to see if they can get a run going. Bridget Nielsen into the game, double team. Works her way around it. 19-footer on the way. No, it's a 20-footer. 3-point shot. Huge for Bridget Nielsen. Huge for Bella Vista. They needed that desperately. Sneef is open for 3. That one's going to come up short. Mullen-Ross the rebound. Little too tall on the pass. Addison Carpenter turned around. Look what I found. Bounce pass in and underneath. Mullen-Ross on the floor. Now here's Sneef on the baseline. She gets a deuce. 4 points on the night for Aram Sneef. Mullen-Ross has the ball knocked away. Broncos will keep possession. So it's a 7-point lead right now for 12 Bridges. Third turnover of the game for 12 Bridges. Bella Vista has 6. Make it 7. New players are into the game for 12 Bridges. Addison Carpenter not able to hang on to that one. And the Broncos will take over. So Carpenter is still on the floor. And Macy Dennis is still on the floor. A couple of the starters. There's another turnover by Bella Vista. Lemus is also still in the game. There's a long shot and a 3-pointer for Addison Carpenter. She's got 5. Carly Hermit and Isabella Sanchez are the 2 that have just come into the game. Here's DeMucha. DeMucha looks like she may have walked. Yep. Broncos putting up some full court pressure. So what does 12 Bridges do? They just find Addison Carpenter. Carpenter's got 7. Approach a minute to go in the opening quarter. Broncos beat the press. Touch pass comes into Jensen, who draws the foul. That's the first time Jensen's really had a chance to take the ball to the basket. And she'll go to the free throw line. First point of the game for Ava Jensen. She makes this one, it'll cut the lead back to 10. And that's Hermit with the rebound. Here's Carpenter. Carpenter closed off to Mucha. Picks her pocket. Baseball's the pass to the hand of Jensen. Here's Nielsen. Nielsen drives all the way in. And she's got 5 on the night. Bridget Nielsen, that 5'4" frame, she says, I'm not afraid to go up against taller people. Here's Sanchez. She'll launch a 3. Got it. Isabella Sanchez. And there's another steal. Loose ball hits the referee. It'll stay with 12 Bridges. Here's Hermit. Sanchez, she's going to launch another 3-pointer. That comes off. Carpenter with the rebound, fighting her own teammate for it. And an errant pass will give the ball back to Bella Vista. Bright pink shoe and orange shoes from Bridget Nielsen. Oh, Sarah DeMuch has her pocket picked. Sanchez's shot doesn't go. Rebound on the ground. Dennis is trying to hold on to it. DeMucha ties her up. Possession arrow favors 12 Bridges with 3.8 seconds to go.
Get your hands up.
Here's Hermit, time running out. Dennis will launch one at the buzzer! Mercy Macy. 3 points on the night for Macy Dennis right there at the end of the quarter. That bumps the lead up to 15 points for 12 Bridges now, 25-10. We total up the first half numbers, or first quarter numbers for the Raging Rhinos. First of all, 8 points from Maddie Lemus to lead the way, 7 for Addison Carpenter, 4 for Aram Sneef, and then 3 each for Macy Dennis and for Isabella Sanchez. For Bella Vista, 5 points for Bridget Nielsen. She's the leader right now. 2 each for Sarah DeMucha and Cora Patterson, and 1 for Ava Jensen. Second quarter to get underway. 12 Bridges just got that jump a few moments ago, I should say. And so this is now going to be Bella Vista ball to start the second quarter with the possession arrow. So Cora Patterson and Bridget Nielsen sporting the bright pink shoes. And Emma Givens into the game with kind of the lighter pink. Here's Ortega and Marissa Plate. Back to Ortega. Ortega draws the foul, taking it to the rack. Addison Carpenter was down there. She's going to get called for her first foul. First team foul of the second quarter on the Raging Rhinos. I love that nickname. Ortega is in the scorebook for the first time tonight. She's averaging about 7 points per game for Bella Vista. Gets them both. 2 badly needed free throws for Bella Vista. Now they need a series of defensive stops right here. This is Jada Carviro, number 1 into the game. Here's Hermit, Carviro, off the screen. Dennis for 3. That's going to go too long. Carpenter's right there for the rebound. Not the tallest player on this team, but I tell you what, she can score, she can rebound. There's Dennis driving to the basket. She loves that underhanded scoop shot. Cora Patterson called for the personal. Her first team foul in the second quarter for BV. Those are some noisy pom-poms that the cheerleaders have. Blue and white shoes of Macy Dennis, the free throw line. Gets 1 of 2. 4 points on the night for Dennis. Broncos able to beat the press. This is Ortega. Marissa Plate had cut too far. They wanted to get the ball over to her. It was a good thought. She was open. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the ball to her, so the Broncos turned that one over. Broncos 12 turnovers already. Here's Carpenter. Dennis, Addison Carpenter. 3-point shot does not go. For Patterson the rebound. Here's Ortega. That goes off the hands of Nielsen right to Carpenter. Long pass comes in into double coverage. The Broncos take it back. Trapping on the sideline, but they get the ball to Nielsen. Here's Plate. Now Patterson. Broncos bring it back out. Sanchez is right out there. Again, trapping on the sideline. Looks like we're going to get a foul. The foul? No, it's on the base sideline. Turnover, Bella Vista. Carpenter's going to come out. This might be an opportunity for Bella Vista to possibly get on a bit of a run. Sanchez. Carverio. Rebound, there's Macy Dennis again. You can identify her by her shot sometimes. Loves that scoop shot. Patterson comes up with the loose ball, deflected. Saved back in, here's Patterson. Oh, it's too hard off the glass. Dennis comes up with it. Patterson will retreat to her defensive position. Dennis brings it across midcourt. Open is Sneef in the corner. Sanchez the rebound. Entry pass is going to go off of Emma Givens, and the Broncos will stay on defense. Easy Dennis on the baseline. Another 2-pointer for her. 6 on the night. Here's Jensen coming to get the ball. Long pass into front court to Mucha. Haven't called her name a lot. Contested jump shot there, does not go. Long pass to Sanchez on the baseline. Just got free. Bella Vista a little bit late in getting back. And Sanchez now up to 5 points. Here's Jensen. Jensen will put the shot up, not there. Here's Sneef. Ortega. Nice aggressive move to force that turnover. Here's Jensen, she's free, brings it in, lays it in. First field goal of the game for Ava Jensen, 3 points total. We're under 5 minutes to go. 16-point lead for 12 Bridges. Dennis for 3. DeMucha the rebound. Being hounded. Again, just very quick to the ball, the Raging Rhinos. That's Sneef underneath, gets the 2. Aram Sneef now with 6 points on the night for the Raging Rhinos, and Bella Vista is going to call a full timeout with 4.5 to go in the opening quarter. Broncos, after tonight, will next be in action in the Union Mine Tournament this weekend in El Dorado County. They will be opening up on Thursday at 8 p.m. against Amador. And then depending on the results of their game and all the other games, that will define their opponents for Friday and Saturday. But it's another opportunity for Bella Vista to play some really difficult competition. And that's one of the things that Coach Carrie Masters set out as a goal for the team, and why she has them in these particular tournaments during the tournament season. Don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/BV Live Sports, or just scan the QR code that appears on your screen, and that'll take you right there. Give us a like, and we will keep you up to date on things that are happening with BV Live Sports and with Bella Vista Athletics here in Fair Oaks, California. Hope you're sticking around and enjoying the game here tonight. We will see the girls again on December 22nd. They will be taking on West Park right here at Bella Vista. That'll be during the Christmas break, but we'll have that for you on Monday the 22nd, 3 days before Christmas. And that'll be a 7:30 tip-off. Well, 12 Bridges takes possession once again. Turnover's really the story for Bella Vista. Here's Sneef on the baseline, gets another deuce. Sneef is up to 8 points. The Broncos are having a little bit more success against the press. Right there, they were able to beat the press. Here's Demucha. Demucha to the baseline, draws the foul in a collision with Paige Wilson of 12 Bridges. So 1 of 2 for Demucha, her first point of the quarter before that miss. Here come the Raging Rhinos once again. Sanchez. That one is too tall for Wilson. Here's Belleberg. Belleberg to the baseline. Cora Patterson, the rebound. Oh, it teased her before it dropped in. Patterson having a really nice night on the boards. We'll get you an update in just a second. Parviro's pass is deflected away, taken by Bella Vista. Ortega's going to try and get into the corner and save that, but not able to. Cora Patterson with 6 rebounds already tonight for the Broncos. Here's Sneef. She'll launch a 3. That will go over to Bella Vista. So the Broncos down 17. 12 Bridges has doubled the score on Bella Vista, and they've done so by forcing a lot of turnovers. And they're constantly collapsing to the ball. They're trapping Bella Vista. They're getting their hands on passes. And sometimes the deflections will go out of bounds for Bella Vista's possession. But a lot of times, they're actually taking over the possession. Going to get a foul here on Sanchez. That's her first 13 foul on 12 Bridges. Bella Vista, 18 turnovers already tonight. Here's Ortega. Demucha's pass, just what we talked about. Turnover number 19. Here's Sanchez. Ball was deflected, and Ali Brudno is into the game, number 3. She goes down to the ground. Sarah DeMucha is really the one that made that happen there and forced a turnover for 12 Bridges. 12 Bridges, by the way, that's their 10th turnover. Here's Ortega. Bounce pass. Cora Patterson. Patterson now with 6 to go with her 6 rebounds. Lemus and Sneef. Wilson. Taken away by Ava Jensen. And that's Ortega that finishes. Ortega with 4. Broncos have run off the last 4 points. See if they can force another one. DeMucha trying to force a held ball. She does. It'll stay with 12 Bridges. Well, the arrow's pointing 12 Bridges. The referees are saying Bella Vista. Here's Jensen. Belleberg on the baseline. Jensen the rebound and gets the deuce. The rebound and the basket for Ava Jensen. The lead is now 11. It was 17. Broncos on a mini run, hoping to force a turnover. That was deflected. And the Raging Rhinos will call a timeout. You might have heard somebody in the crowd yell back court. The referee was very quick to make the call once the Raging Rhinos possessed the ball in back court to say that it was deflected, and it was. So that was the right call. So the Raging Rhinos will keep possession. 16 seconds on the shot clock. But the Broncos doing a nice job now to kind of get going again here. They scored the first 2 points of the game. It was close early, but then 12 Bridges just started separating themselves, forcing a lot of turnovers. Here's Sneef. Sneef works off the Carpenter screen. Her runner does not go. Carpenter the rebound, draws the foul. Belleberg and Patterson were both down there. Oh, and so was Lila Ortega. So she will get called for her first. That's the second team foul on the Broncos in this quarter. Madison Carpenter does what she does best, or one of the things that she does best. Does a lot of things well. There's a steal by Lemus, and she's got 10 points on the night. Well, I was trying to talk up Addison Carpenter, who's a 70% free throw shooter, and just dropped those 2 free throws. And before Bella Vista could cross midcourt, 4 points scored by the Raging Rhinos. Now loose ball in backcourt. Jensen comes up with it. Here's Belleberg to the baseline. Belleberg fadeaway does not go. Patterson is tied up with Ali Brudno, and the possession arrow will favor 12 Bridges. Turnovers a story tonight. Bella Vista with 21. 12 Bridges with 14. Here's Sneef open for 3. Misses everything except the backboard. Here's Jensen. Jensen from the free throw line. Oh, the unfriendly roll that time. Well, poked away from behind. Some good defense by Bella Vista. That's Sierra Phillips that's into the game. that had the ball poked away from behind. That was a near steal by Ava Jensen, just could not find the handle of it. And with 23 seconds to go in the half, 12 Bridges with possession once again. And Macy Dennis just gets by everybody. Easy bucket there. Here's Ava Jensen. She has an open path to the basket. 6 points in the quarter, 7 overall. As we near the end of the quarter, we have come to the end of the first half of play. The Broncos, 25 points on the board total, 39 for the Raging Rhinos. It is a 39-25 lead here at the break. We're going to go ahead and tally up some numbers for you and give you the first half point totals in just a bit here. So we are at halftime, a 14-point lead for the Raging Rhinos of 12 Bridges. They hail from Lincoln, California. And leading the way with 10 points is Maddie Lemus, has a three-pointer among her successes tonight, if you will. 8 points each for Aram Sneef and Macy Dennis, 9 for Addison Carpenter, and then 5 for Isabella Sanchez. So just those 5 players dotting the scorebook for the 12 Bridges Raging Rhinos. Taking a look at the first half point totals for Bella Vista. Leading the way right now, Ava Jensen with 7 points. She just got that bucket right there at the end of the half. Cora Patterson with 6, and 5 for Bridget Nielsen, 4 for Ortega, and 3 for Sarah DeMucha. That rounds out the scoring. But I want to get some other numbers for you here, especially as relates to rebounds. Cora Patterson, in addition to her 6 points, has 7 rebounds tonight. And so that's been very impressive for her. She played really well in the tournament. Maybe not statistically, so to speak. It might not have shown up in the scorebook, but just her hustle, getting away, maybe deflecting passes, and just kind of being an overall force for the Broncos over the weekend. She played really well, and she is now at 7 rebounds. So she's on a pace to get well past double digits in rebounds, and who knows, with 6 points, she could get that way and have herself what I like to call an in-and-out game. Get that double-double, and maybe she can stop there and get that double. That's a bit of a drive outside of Fair Oaks, but anyway, that's all right. So 7 rebounds for Cora Patterson, 2 each for Ava Jensen, and for Carrie Mullen Ross. And so that's how it looks as far as the rebounds are concerned. By the way, Cora Patterson also 3 steals in that first half. So 6 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals. So far, she is the star of the game for the Bella Vista Broncos tonight. Ava Jensen also with 3 steals. But really, the story of the game tonight is the turnovers. The Broncos have 21, and 12 Bridges has 14. Broncos shooting about 42% from the field, 12 Bridges 48%, and 12 Bridges, I think they've taken more three-point shots, but the Broncos 33% and 12 Bridges 27%. Both teams pretty good at the free throw line so far, but again, the Raging Rhinos are drawing more attempts at the free throw line. Bella Vista needs to crash the hoop a little bit more often, and if they're able to do that, they might be able to find their way, get back into this one. It's only a 14-point game. They led by 14 a week ago and wound up losing that game in overtime. So we'll see if that is what happens here. We're going to take a quick break for a few minutes, and then we'll have the second half of action coming your way. Broncos down 14 here at halftime. All right, our second half is just about to get underway here at Bella Vista High School. The Broncos now to our right as they are warming up. The possession arrow is pointing 12 Bridges way, so they will begin the second half with possession of the ball and the 14-point lead that we've been talking about. We did solve a mystery at halftime. I'll get to that in just a second. There was a roster numerical change from what I had on the in my scorebook here. Ali Demir, a center and a power forward. She's a junior. Is the one who is wearing number 00. She was listed on their roster as number 5, but she has 00 on her uniform. She had 6 points and 3 rebounds in the game against Bella Vista last year. 12 Bridges beat Bella Vista on December 10th last year, so 364 days ago they played. And it was 43-37 over in Lincoln. And Bella Vista actually out-rebounded 12 Bridges in that game, 46-40. But they also turned the ball over 9 more times than 12 Bridges did. And here they've turned it over 7 more times already. And so that is something that if the Broncos can fix here in the second half and then finish their possessions and maybe force a few more turnovers from 12 Bridges, and who knows? It's what Nevada Union did last week. They forced a lot of turnovers to come back from that 14-point halftime deficit. So we'll get this one underway now here, second half. And it's actually Bella Vista in possession. Here's Ortega. As they switch sides, they did not initially switch the possession arrow. There's Cora Patterson. Jumper does not go. Here come the Raging Rhinos, Carvero. Carvero lost the ball as she tried to drive into the lane. Ortega comes up with it. Belleberg, the ball deflected by Carpenter. Belleberg tried to tie her up, does not. Macy Dennis will bring the ball up court now for 12 Bridges. Here's Sneef. Sneef had a really good first half. A lot of talent on this 12 Bridges team. Led right there by Carpenter. Double team, turnover forced. Broncos come up with it. Here's Jensen. Jensen driving on Carverio. Will turn around, put up the shot a little too hard. Rebound, put back. Cora Patterson. 8 points now and 8 rebounds. Along with the steals too. Long three-point shot does not go. Bella Vista did not chase that rebound down. I think they thought it was going to go out of bounds. 12 Bridges gets another possession. Lemus tried a scoop shot that time. Belleberg, baseball's a pass into traffic. Here's Patterson, finds Jensen. Jensen's shot too hard. Jensen the rebound and gets the deuce. So Ava Jensen is up to 9 points on the night. And we'll get her rebound total. That would be her third. Ball deflected away, but right back to you-know-who, and you-know-who does you-know-what. Of course, she's their leading scorer. That's Addison Carpenter. So, nice overplay by Dennis to force the steal. Off the hands of Lemus. That one's going to go out of bounds. And so Bella Vista doesn't quite, not quite as disastrous as some of the other turnovers have been. The Broncos are trailing by just 12. And I say just 12, it was 17 earlier. Belleberg will find Ortega. Broncos able to beat the press to a cutting Jensen. Sneef with the rebound. That's Lemus with the runner. That will not go, and it'll go over to Bella Vista. So the Broncos have a chance once again on this possession to cut the lead down to 10 or 9 if they can get a three-point shot. Plate is coming in. Bellaberg will go out. Bellaberg, one of the 6 seniors on this team, so is Plate. Here's Ortega. Ortega finds Patterson underneath. Patterson saves it inbounds to Marissa Plate. What a nice save, and Patterson gets an assist for that. Add that to her statistics. Here's Carpenter. Patterson running the defense along with Ortega. Carviro. Now Dennis. Dennis tries to go in among the trees. The jumper from Patterson does not go, or Carpenter, I should say. Carpenter's shot there after the rebound does not go. And the Broncos have a chance to cut the lead. Here's Patterson. Finds a cutting Ava Jensen. Jensen with 11, another assist for Patterson. That's her second in this quarter. In just the last couple of minutes, and just like that, the Broncos are down 8. Dennis nearly walked with the ball. There's a jumper. It does not go. Patterson taps the ball. Sneef comes up with it. Tries to force up a shot and draws a foul. That's on Ortega. Or I'm sorry, that's on Demucha. Her first. Bronco cheerleaders, if you've noticed, have moved to the other end so that they can continue to distract the free throw shooters for 12 Bridges. With those noisy pom-poms, you can hear them in our crowd mic. 2 free throws for Sneef. Strategic cheerleader placement. Here's Ortega into the corner. They're trying to trap her into the corner. Broncos get it out. Another pass inside from Patterson to Jensen, and Jensen draws the foul. That is the 3rd foul on Addison Carpenter. The Broncos need to take the ball at her more. She's 2 fouls away from fouling out. That could be a key for Bella Vista. 1 of 2 for Ava Jensen. 12 points on the night, but the Broncos really do need to take it right to Addison Carpenter on the offensive side. Draw those last 2 fouls. Under 4 minutes to go. The lead is 9. Here's Carpenter. Dennis is open, and she is bumped. The shot does not go. But Macy Dennis has just earned a trip to the free throw line for 3 shots. Bridget Nielsen getting ready to come in. She'll come in after the second free throw attempt. By the way, that's the second foul on Jensen. And now Nielsen into the game. Dennis will take her 3rd. After making the first 2. Look at that. This is a very good free throw shooting team. And they make 3 free throws there. Lead is back to 12. Jensen. Here's Patterson. Marissa Plate, she's double teamed, looking for some help. Jensen from the free throw line off the glass. The bank is open for Ava Jensen. 14 points. So she's starting to have herself quite a nice game too. In and underneath it goes to Patterson. I'm sorry, to Carpenter. Patterson gets the rebound. Pass is deflected. Carpenter's right there to come up with it. And then Ava Jensen with a steal, and the pass is too far. Just over the head of Sarah Demucha. a little helter-skelter action right there for both teams. But the Broncos now down 10. They need another stop here. DeMatteis into the game, and she works off a screen from Carpenter. There's a turnover. Sarah DeMucha, oh my goodness, lost her balance and tried to get rid of the ball before dragging the pivot foot. But she's called for the travel, so 12 Bridges will take the ball away. Mia DeMatteis is in for the first time tonight. There's a long shot. DeMucha comes up with the rebound, and she is bumped and winds up on the ground. Let's see who this is on. That's going to be on Carpenter. That is the fourth foul on Carpenter. This is big. So Carpenter's going to come out of the game here with the Broncos down by 10. So probably some extended time without Carpenter, and they're not going to need her if they keep doing stuff like that. Hermit on the baseline, pass inside, deflected away. Emma Gibbons kind of helped make that happen. Here's Nielsen's pass deflected away, so the Broncos will have a chance to set things up here at midcourt. Nielsen. Gibbons, they say she stepped on the sideline. She was able to get the ball back in, but she did step on the baseline, so this one goes back to 12 Bridges. Broncos, again, another turnover. That's 28 tonight. DeMatteis with the three-point shot. Gets the rebound, the runner does not go. Another rebound, and that's Sneef who puts it up and in. Sneef has 12. Here's Patterson. Patterson finds DeMucha. DeMucha closed off. Plate, that's too hard. Patterson tries to run some interference. 12 Bridges with the rebound. Here's Hermit to the baseline. Closed off by Nielsen. That's too far. And it looks like it'll stay with 12 Bridges. Long pass to the outside. DeMatteis with the runner. Drops out, no good. Gibbons the rebound and contact. DeMatteis with the foul. That's her first. Pass deflected away. And again, another turnover. Bella Vista nearing 30 turnovers. The runner does not go. It's another rebound for Ava Jensen. We'll check her totals in a second. But the pass, again, just aggressive play by Macy Dennis to force that turnover. They're just all over the place. Relentless. Carly Hermit, 1 of 3 from the free throw line this season. Only her 4th free throw attempt of the season. Foul was on Jensen. That is her 3rd. Lee Stites coming in. Stites has been battling some kind of a bug. I'm sorry, that's Macy Lee that is in the game. So I thought I saw a 23. Macy Lee has not been battling a bug. Here's DeMucha. DeMucha on Hermit to the baseline. Tries to work her way around. Double team. They try to trap her. Ball turned over once again. Loose ball. Ava Jensen tries to come up with it. And Hermit actually had it and shuffled the feet. So that'll go back over to Bella Vista. Broncos now down again by 14 with 54 seconds to go. They got it in the 3rd quarter. They did get it to within 8. Here's Nielsen. Givens, now here's Jensen. DiMuccia will launch a three, back iron. Jensen the rebound, forces up a shot, does not go. Hermit the rebound. Here's Dennis. Underneath finds Sneef. Sneef at 14 points. 16-point lead for 12 Bridges. DiMuccia will come up with it. There's Givens, shot does not go. Lee tries for the rebound. Bridget Nielsen's gonna reach in and tie up Sneef, and the possession arrow will favor 12 Bridges, but that will ensure that the next time it happens, it'll go to Bella Vista. 12 seconds to go. They're gonna roll the ball a little bit, save a little bit of time. This is Dennis, has Sneef. Here's Hermit. Hermit almost walked again. Here's Dennis. She'll run up with a shot, does not go. Hermit, the rebound, does not go. Broncos control. Ortega gets a rebound there at the end of the third quarter, and so we will go into the fourth with the Broncos trailing by 16 points. They got it to within eight, but weren't able to get any closer. Good quarter by Ava Jensen, as she scored 7 of her 14 points in that quarter alone. For the Broncos, Ava Jensen is leading the way with 14 points, 8 for Cora Patterson, then 5 for Nielsen, 4 for Ortega, 3 for DiMuccia, and 2 for Marissa Plate. Check the numbers now for 12 Bridges. Sneef is leading the way for the Raging Rhinos. She has 14 points. Carpenter has 11, but also has 4 fouls. 10 points, or actually 11 for Maisie Dennis, 10 for Maddie Lima. So 4 players in double figure scoring for the Raging Rhinos, and then 5 points for Isabella Sanchez. So still just those 5 players scoring in this one. Taking a look at some of the rebounding numbers. Cora Patterson has 9 points, or 9 rebounds and 8 points. She also has 3 steals and 3 assists in this game tonight. Ava Jensen, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 steals. Jensen had a game with 10 steals earlier this season. That was the victory, the one victory for Bella Vista so far this season against Mesa Verde. She had 15 rebounds and 10 points, and I think it was, 7 points. So 3 points shy of a triple-double for Ava Jensen in that game. And she will inbound the ball right here. Now here's Elise Stites, who we talked about earlier. Looks like that shot was deflected. Sneef comes up with the rebound and finds Dennis. Long pass, wide open on the baseline. And that's 2 points for Isabella Sanchez. Her first 2 points since the first half. She's got 7. Back into the game for the first time in a while. Lacey Lee has that one go right off her hands. Here comes 12 Bridges. 3-point shot from Carvero. Jensen. Ortega is being double teamed. Bella Vista may need to call a timeout here. Well, they didn't get it in time. Underneath at 2 for Isabella Sanchez, and she'll go to the line. That's on Bridget Nielsen. That'll be her first. Again, the cheerleaders doing their part. Trying to make some noise here. Sanchez kind of has those lavender shoes. They're going to get a lane violation on Bella Vista, so she's going to get another attempt here. Jensen the rebound, and I think she stepped out of bounds. She did. So the lead is now 18. It's now 20, actually. They may not need Carpenter to come back in this game. Lacey Dennis's shot does not go. Rebound by Sophie Bassett. There's Dennis for a jumper that does not go. Jensen winds up on the ground. So the Broncos were down 14 at halftime. They got it to within 8. And now have experienced another 12 Bridges onslaught. And just a relentless defense, even when they don't force the turnover. They're just all around the ball. Sarah DeMucha not completely established herself back in bounds when she touched the ball there. And so this one will go back over to the Raging Rhinos. Right now it looks like they're kind of taking their time. Broncos in a 2-3 zone. And Bassett is not going to take her time. She's going to launch a 3. Here's Nielsen with the rebound. Well, Bridges not pressing as much now with the 20-point lead. "34th turnover of the game for Bella Vista. Just a rough night against a really, really good 12 Bridges team. I think we're gonna take a look at some of their results this year. Talk about that in just a second. There's a jumper from Hermit. Offensive rebound, almost. Broncos control. Here's Jada Belleberg. Belleberg trapped in the corner. The ball deflected. She gets it back. She's looking for some help. Drives through a double team. Finds Jensen. The bank is not open that time. Loose ball. We're going to get a held ball. Bridget Nielsen on the ground there. Nielsen. DeMucha, she's open for 3. Got it! That's her first trifecta of the game. Cuts the lead to 17. There's Dennis. Dennis will try to work her way through the double team. Sanchez is open for 3. Jensen gets a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. So Bella Vista and 12 Bridges share a common opponent, and that's El Dorado. Bella Vista lost to El Dorado earlier this year. 12 Bridges beat them by 20. We understand that game was close up until a fourth quarter run where they scored 30 points in the fourth quarter and ran away with that one. The long three-point shot from Dennis does not go. Nielsen the rebound. Here's Cora Patterson. Patterson finds Jensen. She'll launch a 3. Patterson the rebound and the putback. And I think we've got ourselves a double-double. 10 points on the night for Cora Patterson, and I believe that was rebound. That is rebound number 10. And she will go to the free throw line. Jensen the rebound, has her shot underneath the basket deflected. Carviro with it. Here's Dennis. Dennis left side. Carviro. She'll step up into a three-point shot. Comes off, no good. One green shoe, one purple shoe for Carviro. This one tried to get it to Patterson, goes off her hands. And that will go back over to 12 Bridges. So looking at the line for Cora Patterson, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 5 offensive, 5 defensive, 3 assists, 3 steals tonight as well. Hermit at the high post. Sanchez. Dennis will stop at the free throw or the three-point line. And now a long three-point shot is on the way. That is off. Sierra Phillips taking that one. This will go over to the Broncos with 3:37 to go. So Ava Jensen herself with 9 rebounds and 14 points. Patterson comes up with that one. Nielsen will launch a 19-footer. That one comes off. Rebound to Jensen, so there's her 10th rebound. The shot does not go. So a couple of double-doubles tonight for Bella Vista. Unfortunately, the score is not in their favor tonight. Lead is only 15, though. It was 20. There's a three-point shot attempted by Phillips. Does not go. Here's Jensen. Jensen looking to go all the way. Draws the foul. So Jensen and her creamsicle Sabrina shoes. Thought maybe that one might go in. Just got too much of the back rim. Fifteenth point of the night for Ava Jensen. The lead is 14, 2:54 to go. And if Bella Vista's going to come up with the rebound or the win here, it would be a stunning win, but it's things like that that will have to happen more frequently in order for that to happen. And Addison Carpenter was just back in the game in time to get her 5th foul. As she tripped up Nielsen after Nielsen came up with the steal. Allie Demir coming back in as well. First action since early in the first quarter. $14-point game. Patterson into Jensen. That's too hard. Loose ball, fight for it. Possession arrow will favor 12 Bridges. There is a lot of fight in this Bella Vista team. It's been a tough night, especially as relates to the turnovers. But you know what? 35 turnovers, and they're still only down 14 points against an undefeated team. Phillips on the baseline. Belleberg gets in there and makes the contact. So that goes on Belleberg. Second on Jada. This is Taylor. And now Phillips another three-point shot. This one will go back over to Bella Vista. You know, it's interesting. 12 Bridges had a 56-36 lead when they built their 20-point lead. They haven't scored since. It's been about 3 minutes. Here's Jensen with the jumper off the back iron. Patterson the rebound. The putback does not go. I wonder if that might have been Belleberg that got the rebound that time. But Jensen will go to the free throw line. She made one of two a few moments ago. She can make this one, will cut the lead to 13. And it does. Under 2 minutes to go. Broncos down 13. That's Allie Brudno that draws the foul. It's on Cora Patterson. That's her second. So 12 Bridges still scoreless for several minutes. They break the drought right there. Brudno's first point of the game. Broncos are on a 7-1 run right now. A foul right before the turnover. And that's going to be on Brudno. It is free throws as the Raging Rhinos are over the limit of 5 for the quarter. So Jada Belleberg will go to the line. That's her first point of the game. Want to double check something here. That rebound a moment ago did go to Patterson. She's got 12. Unfriendly roll there. And then it looks like a violation as well. So 1 of 2 for Jada Belleberg. Broncos cut the lead once again to 13. There's going to be a timeout called here with 1:40 to go. The Broncos, we mentioned, they're on an 8-1 run right now. It's 1:40 to go. I don't necessarily want to say it's too little, too late. It would take a monumental comeback to come back and win this one here, trailing by 13 with 1:40 to go. But it's been about 4 or 5 minutes since the Raging Rhinos have scored. They got the lead, as we mentioned, they got the lead to 56-36, and they've scored 1 point since. And that was just now, just a few minutes ago. So they will take possession. And Ava Jensen with a steal finds Demucha. Demucha to Nielsen, and that's just too hard. Nielsen gets the rebound, tries to put it back. She's fouled by Dennis. That's the first on Dennis. It is 2 free throws, as it would have been anyway. But Nielsen was in the act of shooting. Broncos, by the way, we're going to check their free throw shooting here. 8 of 14 tonight. 9 of 15. One more point there for Bridget Nielsen. She's got 6. The lead is 12 now. Broncos chipping away, but they just don't have a lot of time. Ava Jensen with another steal. And her pass is taken away. And stepping on the midcourt line was Kate Taylor. That's a break for the Broncos. This would cut the lead to 10 if they can get the 2-pointer here. Jensen underneath for Patterson. Couldn't find the handle. This is going to go out of bounds and stay with Bella Vista. So the Broncos are making a game of this despite some difficulties with turnovers tonight. Jensen will find an open path to the basket. Ava Jensen is now up to 18 points tonight. Here's Phillips. And now the Raging Rhinos will try and work some clock at this point. The lead is 10. This is Brudno closed off. Broncos could foul. There's a long three-point shot from Phillips. Doesn't go. Brudno the rebound, a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Demir has it now on the baseline. She winds up on the ground, and a foul will be called against Bella Vista. That'll be on Patterson. That's her third. It's not a shooting foul. 14th foul on Bella Vista, so no free throws. Broncos need to intercept this pass. There is maybe a 5-second difference. Nielsen needs to get in there and foul. Broncos are not fouling, so they're going to be able to use up a lot of clock here. Brudno's going to launch a three-point shot. Rebound underneath, and that is put up and in by Kate Taylor, her first points of the game. Her teammates love it. Here's Belleberg. She'll launch a three that comes off, and the rebound to Demir, and there is your ball game. Broncos lose this one 59-47. They did trail at one point by 20 points here in the fourth quarter, and they made it interesting. I don't know that they were really a true threat to actually come back and win, but they held 12 Bridges scoreless for a good 3 to 4 minutes. And so there are some things to be happy about. And we'll get a chance to talk with Coach Masters here at the end of the game. And get her thoughts and maybe one of the players tonight. Ava Jensen had a fantastic game tonight. So did Cora Patterson with the both of them with double-doubles tonight. 18 points for Jensen, 10 points for Cora Patterson. So a couple of them in double-digit scoring tonight for the Broncos. We'll go ahead and run down some of the numbers for the for 12 Bridges. We mentioned that they had 4 players in double figures. It's the same 4 players. None of them scored in the fourth quarter. They didn't need to. They had the 20-point lead. It ended up at being 12. The Raging Rhinos only scored 7 points in that fourth quarter, and so the Broncos did make it interesting, as we mentioned in this one tonight. So 14 points for Aram Sneef, and Addison Carpenter had 11. Also 11 is Macy Dennis. Dennis is a very aggressive player. Love watching her play. Addison Carpenter as well. Maddie Lemus had 10. 9 points for Isabella Sanchez, and then 2 for Taylor and 1 for Ali Brudno. For the Broncos, we'll check all of their points here. Just doing the last bits of math here to let you know how it all winds up here. 18 points for Ava Jensen and 10 for Cora Patterson. Those are your leading scorers for the game tonight. 6 each for Sarah DeMucha and Bridget Nielsen. 4 points for Lila Ortega. 2 points for Marissa Plate and 1 for Jada Belleberg. Now I want to take a look at some of the other numbers here, and we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Some of this is some really good numbers to talk about right now, so pardon my reach there. But in addition to the point totals that we just gave you, 12 rebounds each for Ava Jensen and for Cora Patterson, and for Patterson also 3 assists and 3 steals. So quite a game for her to go with the 10 points. Ava Jensen, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 steals. So the Broncos doing their part. Broncos as a team had 22 steals tonight. And they did force 29 12 Bridges turnovers. And, we kept that total going, and we kept you up to date on the totals. The turnover totals for Bella Vista tonight, they finished with 36, 12 Bridges with 29. It was early in the fourth quarter when we called that 35th turnover. So that means that for most of the fourth quarter, they did pretty well, only 1 turnover. And I know that Coach Masters is going to want to, look for some of the positives that came out of this game, and that is certainly one of them because turnovers have been kind of a point of emphasis this year. The Broncos have struggled with that early on. So Broncos, just like they did last year when they played 12 Bridges, they out-rebound the Raging Rhinos tonight, 37-34. One of the key stats here for 12 Bridges, they were 72% at the free throw line to Bella Vista's 56%. And the three-point field goals, they made 12 Bridges made more, but they took more, 13% to Bella Vista's 25%. And the overall field goal percent, actually Bella Vista did better there, 36% to 32%. But again, more shots taken, so that percentage is lower as 12 Bridges wins this one tonight. The Broncos, by the way, at the free throw line, they did miss some key free throws down the stretch, but they were 13 of 18. I'm sorry, that's the wrong stat there. Where's the free throws? There it is. No, sorry, 4 of 30 from the free throw line tonight for Bella Vista. So that was kind of rough tonight. I'm sorry, I'm still looking at the wrong numbers. 9 of 16. I want to make sure I do this right. 9 of 16 for Bella Vista, 56%. 12 Bridges, the 4 of 30 was 12 Bridges three-point shooting. We knew that they liked to take three-point shots, and they did. They took 30 of them. They only made 4. If they make more of those, this game is not as close as the 12-point deficit. But yes, they like to take those three-point shots. They were 13 of 18 from the free throw line, so really they only outscored Bella Vista by 4 points from the charity stripe. So that was one. That they both teams kind of pretty close to even number of trips. 16 for Bella Vista and 18 for 12 Bridges. But yeah, so just speaking about it from a Bella Vista standpoint, a couple of impressive performances tonight. In particular for Ava Jensen with her 15 points and 12 rebounds, and Cora Patterson. What a night for her! 10 points and 12 rebounds, and then both of them dishing out the assists, coming up with the steals. To call a basketball player a thief is actually a compliment, and both of them kind of fit that role tonight. And I tell you, somebody else that's really good at it is Macy Dennis on 12 Bridges. She is all over the place, and she will sneak up on you, and she will find a way to take the ball away. But for the Broncos, I'll be interested to hear Coach Masters' comments and what she thinks. But for every game, one of the things that she's trying to do is find the positive in it, and that is, here's a game that 12 Bridges. It was close early. 12 Bridges jumped out to a double-digit lead and wound up with a 14-point lead at halftime. Bella Vista came back for a little bit, and then they wind up then got to 20. And then it got back down to 12. So the Broncos, they had some runs in them tonight, and it made it somewhat respectable. You don't like to get blown out by 20 points on your home floor, and they didn't tonight. It was looking bad at a time, but as we talked about during the broadcast, once the Raging Rhinos took that lead at that 20-point lead with 56 points on the board, they stopped scoring. They only scored 3 points for the rest of the game to finish with 59. And you credit Bella Vista's defense for that. You also point out the fact that they took some 3-point shots and that didn't go in. But then again, they like this is a team that takes a lot of 3-point shots. And Bella Vista was all over that on the rebounds, and we mentioned they out-rebounded the Raging Rhinos tonight. So there are things to build on tonight, and part of the reason why they've scheduled the Placer tournament which they knew was going to be tough. Lots of tough teams in that tournament, and the Union Mine tournament as well. The reason why is Coach Masters wants them to experience, playing against good teams. That's how you get better. If you can take on these really tough teams and figure out a way to beat their press, a way to hold them to just 7 points in the fourth quarter, a way to hold them to just 3 points in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. That's all stuff that that you can build on, and when you get to league play, that's when it really counts, because it's league positioning that factors in a lot when it comes to playoff spots. Maybe there's some at-large where your overall record also counts, but if you can place high in your league, you have a chance to get one of those playoff spots in the section playoffs. And by taking on teams playing tough, when you get to that point of the season and you play those tough teams, that's where the payoff comes in from these rough outings early on in the season. One of the things that Carrie told me before the game is that she asked the team after they finished the season or finished the tournament, the Placer tournament. She asked the team, would you be interested in going back to this tournament next year? She asked the underclassmen. Obviously, the 6 seniors are not. They're going to be graduating, but she said that all of the players, it was a resounding yes, that they wanted to do it again. So they saw the value. And we're going, and so that's so they're going to go back there again next year. So that's kind of cool. We are going to get a chance to talk to Coach Masters, and we're also going to get a chance to talk to Cora Patterson. And I was hoping that's who you were going to bring, so because she had herself a great game. Go ahead and so Carrie's going to come in here. We'll give you the headset, and then we'll just all kind of slide down so that everybody can see all of us. There you go, Cora. Very good. All right. Yes. Bring the microphone down so that we can hear you. There you go. Very good.
Because I'm a pro at this now after 3 times.
Yeah, you're really good at it. Well, I was talking about how you like, even in a game like this where 12 Bridges kind of controlled it throughout, that you're going to look for some of the positives. And, well, one of the positives is sitting right next to you with 10 points and 12 rebounds. So, I mean, very, very impressive tonight. So just your thoughts on the game.
I think there were a lot of positives. I mean, 12 Bridges is undefeated. They're 5-0 with this win tonight. So they're 5-0 at this point. They beat Eldo in their last game by 30. So, I mean, we lost by 12. I mean, we made a really nice run in the third quarter. I think we were down 7. I think we got it down to as low as 7. Cora had a great game. I thought our press break worked well when we remembered what to do. But, given kind of where we've come from, I thought we did a really good job on the press break. I thought our defense looked better tonight. Let's see. So we actually outshot them 36% to 32. That's a huge positive. We out-rebounded them 37-34. But we had 7 more turnovers than they did that they obviously converted to points, and that hurt us a little bit. And then we put them on the line. They're great from the line. They shot 72%. We shot 56. So, again, if we bump that up, we're going to be in really good shape. So, I'm not disappointed with tonight's game. I thought it was a really good game. I thought we stayed in the game. We could have really gotten down on ourselves when we were down 25-10 in the first quarter, but we fought back and we made it. We kept it within reach, and
Indeed.
That's all we're looking for.
They had that lead at 56-36 in the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden you guys are scoring, you're chipping away at that lead, and I'm looking and that 56 isn't changing.
Yeah.
It was quite a few minutes before they got that free throw.
Yep.
About the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, you held them to 3 points.
Yeah.
And so, again, defense, forcing them outside and making them take some shots. You mentioned before the game that they like to take the threes,
Yeah.
and they took 30 of them
They
tonight.
did.
They only made 4 of them, but
Wow.
but that a credit to your defense on that.
Absolutely, absolutely, and this is a new defense for us. We haven't really run the 1-3-1 before. Varsity's team didn't last year. JV didn't last year, so it's kind of new to us. But we have some length that allows us to maybe change it up a little bit this year. So it's a good look, and I'm really happy with the way the girls played tonight. You know, this was a game that we needed to. You know, you can see my shirt says "We Believe." You know, this is a game that we need to start believing in ourselves, and I thought we performed brilliantly.
Well, Cora, you've earned a trip to In-N-Out tonight because you got the double-double. You and Ava both. tell me about your game tonight. Just your thoughts.
I mean, I agree with Coach. I think we definitely could have like given up in the first quarter when we were down, but I think like all together, us as a team, we kept our composure. We had really great moments where we started scoring a bunch, started stealing a bunch. And overall, I think it was a great game. I think we did pretty good.
What was it about the rebounds? I mean, they were just right there for you. I mean, you're
guess.
hustling there. You're moving bodies around to get
Yeah.
those rebounds. But is that kind of like a something that really motivates you to get in there and grab those?
It does, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just have always been told, like, you're tall, you should get it over those people. So it kind of motivates me, like, I can get those rebounds, and I should get those rebounds, and just go for it.
How many double-doubles do you have you had over the high school? You remember any others? Or
Last year I had a couple. I
Okay.
can't remember any specific games, but I remember because my dad used to get me a venti drink at Starbucks if I got one.
So
I
he
got-
wouldn't take you to
I
In-N-Out
got-
to actually get the double-double.
No, I went to Starbucks a couple times, but that's about it.
Well, In-N-Out and Starbucks need to sponsor our broadcast
Yeah,
after all
get it.
after all this conversation.
Get it.
So, and Ava Jensen did the same tonight. You know, she had a great game today. You both finished, I think it was with 12 rebounds. So tell me about playing with her. You know, you're a strong rebounder, so is she.
Yeah. I love playing with Ava this year. I have known Ava for a while. I played with her a little bit in middle school. Her dad was my coach, so I've known her. But now being on the same team at the high school level, varsity level, it's great. I just love having another really tall person that, you know, it's just helpful down low. I love playing with her.
Your
It's really
first
fun.
assist tonight was incredible.
Thank
When
you.
you were going out of bounds and you tapped it and right to her, and she finished the job tonight. But that was a great play
Thank you.
by you.
Thank you.
So, it's fun watching you play,
Thank you.
and I wish you continued success. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys again in a couple of weeks and throughout the season. Carrie, you're headed into the Union Mine tournament now,
Yeah.
and this is another tough one, right?
It's another tough tournament, but I think we're on the right track. This was a good game for us tonight. I think that we're going to come into Union Mine feeling really good. You know, Kylie got to put a few minutes together tonight. That was helpful. Maisie's probably going to join us Thursday for a couple of minutes. You know, and hopefully Emma gets rid of the sickness that she's got. Elise, you know, continues to feel better. So I
And
think
both
we'll all
got
get
in tonight. I
confident.
saw that.
Yeah,
so
they
that
both
was
got in tonight. That was good.
They got some playing time, so
Yeah.
they're kind of getting back in the swing of things a little bit too. So,
Yeah, for sure.
So the illnesses are being recovered from, and the injuries are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
so it
feel-
looks like it's getting better in that respect.
I think so. I think we'll do. You know, Union Mine will be tough, but I think we're headed in the right direction to go up there on Thursday night for sure.
All right. Well, thank you both for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. Continued success on the floor, and we will look forward to seeing you right before Christmas.
Right on.
All
Thanks,
right.
George.
Thank you very much, Carrie and Cora.
Thank
so
you.
we will, they will take their leave, and we'll go ahead and close things out here on our broadcast tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go ahead and just kind of run down what we had once again. Just real quick, Ava Jensen finishing with 18 points tonight and 12 rebounds. Cora Patterson with 10 points and 12 rebounds. And also 3 assists and 3 steals, and Ava had the 6 steals. So those are your top 2 scorers for Bella Vista. And then again, Aram Sneef, Addison Carpenter, and Maisie Dennis and Maddie Lemus, the double-digit scorers for the Raging Rhinos. So Bella Vista is off to the Union Mine tournament. They will open up against Amador on Thursday night. We will next see the Lady Broncos on Monday, December 22nd, which is their game against West Park. But in the meantime, 1 week from tonight, the boys will be playing. They'll be taking on Highlands, who you might guess come from North Highlands. And so we will have that game for you starting next Wednesday, December 16th. That is scheduled as a 7 o'clock tip-off, so a 6:50 airtime. And so we invite you to join us for all the action there. Just a quick note, the 12 Bridges Raging Rhinos, they will next host West Park on the 11th. On Thursday, that is at 7 p.m., and then they go into a 2-day tournament at Woodland Christian for this weekend. So that's look at all of that. Our final score once again tonight, 59-47. The 12 Bridges Raging Rhinos, they win this one over Bella Vista. We want to say thank you to our producer tonight, J.T. Stewart, our camera operator, Paige Hatfield. Now from Bella Vista High School in Fair Oaks, California, I'm George Tharlson. Have a great night, everyone.